Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is the Masquerade mask part 2. Actually 2, just kidding. So as you can see here, I have an array of things. I have the mask that we created last time, which hopefully you created too. And I have different paints here. These are Art Alchemy paints, and they're by Finnabair. They have kind of an iridescent quality. I did the tops of the lids, so hopefully you can see that. Okay, so I've got different shade ranges here. I've got a green pinkish color, a rose gold kind of color, and then silver. I also have some nail polish here because it's actually what I have on my nails. And I thought it would be good for you to see that you don't have to have all these different kinds of paints to achieve the look that you want. You can actually use some of the things that you have lying around. For example, I have this elastic that I had on a gift that I received, so I will be upcycling that into my mask. And I got this bag of, they're kind of like mica flakes a little bit, that I got from Michael's, and I think that will add a nice snowy effect. I also have different types of brushes here that I'll be using. I wanted to try one of my Prima Art Basic brushes that I've got. These are really great for mixed media because they have these spatulas on the end, but I also like the angle of the brush too. You can kind of get into some finer detail spaces. And we'll also be using some Mod Podge or some glossy accents. Either one is fine. You just need to be able to have something to attach the mica flakes on with. So let's begin. And I have a little surprise because my mom wanted to see my face with my tutorials. So I do work as a makeup artist and I did a little bit of a look. You guys can let me know what you think after, but let's get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the paints here so that way they're kind of ready. I'm really excited to use these. Hopefully with the lighting that I tried to work on in here, it will do them justice. So I've also got just a really old blow dryer to help the drying process, so that way this video doesn't have to be crazy long. So yeah. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started, right? Perhaps, you know what, I'm going to start with a little bit of the nail polish first. And what I plan on doing is just kind of going inside of the deeper setback areas with this color, so not as much where it's raised, because I planned on kind of using the other colors to highlight it where the high points are. So same as in makeup, you know, set back the darker parts and you bring forward the lighter parts, you know, if you want to see them. So it's different for everybody's face, and just like it's different for different projects. So I'm just going ahead and I am painting this on. I don't want to cover everything because I feel that the clearness of the glue lends itself to the icicle effect. And I don't know, I just thought that this would be a really fun project to do and a fun Halloween look. I am, like I said, a makeup artist, so I really enjoy Halloween, because it's the one time during the year that you can kind of do crazier looks and have fun with makeup and have fun with your art and wear your art. So I enjoy that. Hopefully you guys enjoy that too. I have an interesting story. my cat. Her name is Pyewacket. I have two cats. One is named Pyewacket and the other one is named Hadley. Pyewacket is the name of the cats from the movie Bell, Book, and Candle. And I actually got Pyewacket on Halloween, which apparently is rare because she's a black cat, and my friends couldn't believe they let me adopt her because it was Halloween and she's a black cat. But you know, black cats are often one of the most under-adopted cats, if that's the right way to say it. And it's kind of sad because she is just an amazing cat and I really love her and she's very special to me. So I think it's really great that this holiday has extra meaning for me. Okay, so I just finished with a little bit of this. I just placed it sporadically. This is Sally Hansen color, and it is called Buffalo Nickel. Yeah, Buffalo Nickel, and that's $6.70. Now I'm using the Finnabair Art Alchemy Opal Magic Pink Blue color, and a website that I found that I really liked was called Cut Rate Crafts, and they had very reasonable pricing for their craft materials, so you might want to check that out. I always online shop and price compare when I'm shopping. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just very lightly brushing over the tops of the icicle parts. Okay. And I hope that you can see some of this color here. And oh, by the way, just so you know, I did talk to you last time about the styrofoam head. Well, the styrofoam didn't exactly come all the way off, but it is still comfortable to wear. I had no problem putting it on, and it actually added a little bit of texture to the way it looks. But if you can find, you know, a more plastic mannequin head, then you will not have that issue that I had. So look online. Everything is online. Okay, so I hope you can see some of the detail that is starting to come out with, you know, lightly brushing over the top here. The iridescence of it. Like I said, I'm trying to leave some of it clear so that way, you know, it doesn't take away from the icicle kind of effect. Alright, so I have used the opal blue there, the opal pink blue, and hopefully you'll be able to see the iridescence of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and I am going to try lightly brushing on some of the Finnabair Opal Magic Rose Gold. Okay. This one I'm going to use a little bit more sporadically throughout the mask because I don't want it to be too rosy gold. I want more of a cold blue effect. Thought it'd be kind of nice if I do the rim of the eye because, you know, your eyes would be a little bit warmer if you were frozen. I'm just going around and doing that. And then, just to show you how this looks, I have some of the silver here, the metallic silver spoon. And we will see how that looks on there. This one looks a little darker, so I am trying to add some depth and dimension in between like the deeper areas. But a lot of it is very iridescent. That's why I chose these, because again, these are supposed to be icicles. So don't want it, you know, too opaque. Just want it a little bit of dimension, the dark here, and want it to look crystallized like ice. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm just gonna hit it with the blow dryer and let that be a little bit more dry, and then I'm going to start working with the mica flakes to add some snow effects to it. So don't mind the blow dryer. You can see the iridescence of these paints. They're amazing. Okay. Now I applied very thin layers, so that should have dried pretty quickly. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open the bag of mica flakes now. And hopefully they'll open easily for me. I'm just going to dump some out so they're readily accessible. And I am going to go with my, I think I'm going to use Mod Podge, just because I love Mod Podge. Mixed media, it's kind of a best friend. And I am just going to place this kind of sporadically. I think I'm going to place it more towards the ends. And then I am just going to basically throw the mica flakes on here and see where they stick. But I want this to have kind of a frosted look. And with the mica flakes, they're all different sizes and stuff, which is nice because snowflakes are all unique, right? And they come in different sizes. So, being a little heavy-handed in some areas with the Mod Podge, just because, you know, some areas I want there to be a little bit more, some areas a little bit less. There is no method to my madness here. Just an FYI. Okay. Just having fun with glitter. Who doesn't like that? I hope you can see that that's catching. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep kind of going over it until I have enough of the mica flakes where I want them. And yeah, you should do the same. And there we go. Okay. This is just pretty much where your art eye comes in. And honestly, it's really hard to go wrong with glitter and sparkles. Might even just dip it in there. The pressure might pick up more on the wet areas of the glue. You can always just like press it on yourself too, obviously. Because some areas might be hard to catch them. And you obviously don't want any pieces poking you in the eye. So make sure that those big pieces don't dry there. Okay. Let's see what I'm looking like now. So this is what I'm looking like so far. I think I might add a little bit more there. Not liking that big honking piece, so I'm gonna remove that. Maybe try to pinch up some smaller pieces here. And there we go. There. Some pieces were just too big. Okay, so I'm just gonna shake it. Tell me shake it. I told him no. Okay, and I'm gonna try and replace where the big pieces I took off that were just a little bit too big. I'm gonna try and replace it with some smaller pieces. Okay, I think this looks pretty cool. All right, so now we'll go ahead again with the blow dryer, because I'm sure you don't want this to be a super long tutorial. And whew, careful of those other pieces. That part of the fun of art is making a mess. So I wouldn't dry this too close, because you'll wind up blowing all the mica flakes off before they stick. Noted. But I just wanted a little bit of dimension added to this, and a little bit of iridescent snowy fun. So yeah. All right. I'm just moving this out of the way. Let me see how it is. Is it pretty dry? I think that's pretty dry. Okay. So now I have a skewer here, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna poke a hole on each side, hoping equidistant. So that way they are equal. And maybe the best way for me to do that is to fold this in half and line up the eye holes as much as possible and just go for it. And then just keep pushing it through until it's through the other side. Okay? I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out now, which is a little difficult, but fine. And hopefully I'll be able to thread my string through relatively easily, I'm hoping. I'll go ahead and untie it. And let's go here. I might need to push it a little bit through, but that's fine. I'm trying to think now, do I want it? No, I'm gonna need to do it like this. And hopefully I can get it through there. And we have success. Let's grab that little end. I'm gonna pull it through. And I mean, how ideal was this to have a silver little rubber band here? Okay. I see the hole that I made there. And I'm just going to do the same thing that I did on the other side and just poke that through. As soon as I can. Make sure it came through. Did pretty much. I think I can grab it. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, so got this through here. And then what you'll want to do is you'll just want to kind of adjust it and make sure it's not too tight on your head or anything. Which, you know, obviously you have to see how big your own head is. And with the look that I'm doing, it's a little bit bigger than normal. And you can just tie that off however you want. Let me just size this one more time. I don't want to do it on camera because I don't want to ruin the surprise of the entire look. But I'm gonna just, I don't know, I'd rather have it like a little less tight, personally. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go ahead and knot these off. And I'm just gonna do like a simple knot like that. I can always come back and adjust it a little bit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna trim off the ends with my beautiful little scissors that I love. Okay, so that is that, and who is ready for the finished look? I hope you guys are ready. Let me just put my mask on. And hopefully you guys will like it.